All right, y'all. Looks like we're back at it again. Sports Talk with K Shape. Of course, I'm K Shape. We had 5 episodes now. We had a handful. That's 5. Oh snap! All right, so looks like today we're gonna talk about the NBA. That's another beast in itself. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the trade deadline, all the trades that happened, all the trades that didn't happen, all the ridiculous stuff that was requested, sure as most of you know. So let's just jump right into it, man. So Anthony Davis. So the Pelicans was asking for pretty much Jared Goff, all the Infinity Stones, and every player except LeBron James for Anthony Davis. Now I'm I feel like I know basketball pretty well. But you can't play with 2 players. LeBron is good. I mean, he's really good. But I don't think he's that good 2-on-5. You lose every time, tell you that. They ain't going to beat the Warriors. But, yeah, man, they were ridiculous. They wanted like 6 players, all of their young talent, 6 draft picks for Anthony Davis. Now, Anthony Davis is good. He's 25. Everybody's talking about. He's 25. He's done really good. He scores on average 20 to 40 points, give or take. But he ain't that good. He ain't 6. He ain't 12 items good. That would have been ridiculous. You would have had no anybody else because they got rid of every point guard, Rondo, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram. He ain't a point guard, but he plays point guard. It's neither here nor there. And yeah, everybody else. So it would have been LeBron James, Anthony Davis, 2 buckets, and a mop. You ain't gonna win. So that's not smart. I'm glad the Lakers didn't do that. And the Pelicans obviously were just being ridiculous. They weren't going to trade him. Me and my wife were talking about it. I don't think they were going to trade him from jump. They were just like, oh, well, let's see what they're going to offer us. They're going to, like I said, Infinity Stones, Jared Goff, because he was garbage. Pretty much everything in LA, UCLA, all of that for Anthony Davis. Nope, didn't happen. So, what's next? For Anthony Davis. Now he got to play because Pelicans, which I don't know how hopeful they were, maybe another team was going to pick him up or something like that. They took him off the highlight reel in the beginning. He coming back. If y'all was that serious of trading him, y'all wouldn't have been ridiculous with the trades. Y'all done took him off for the highlight reel at the beginning, and they were like, "Hey, Anthony Davis coming in at 7'12". What you gonna do now? Now you ain't got no highlight reel. That was your team. What you gonna do? Now he got to play, especially because the NBA is like, "Hey, you know what? You want to talk all that trash? You want all them Infinity Stones? $100,000 every time you don't play them. 100,000. That's common for your butt. For got kids watching, but that thing. I don't know where he's going. Could go. They could be waiting for the Celtics because they were trying to get him, but they can't get him because Kyrie's on the team and they got a tied up contract, so they got to wait till the summer. But yeah, man. I'm curious to see what that goes down because he can go to the Celtics. He can go to the Knicks. The Knicks. Ooh, I'm going to talk about that later. The Knicks. They can go to the Knicks. I think. What was another team I was trying to highlight them? Celtics. Maybe. Maybe the other LA. I think that was about it. But yeah, man. I'm waiting to see what that happened because now 2 games in, first game he after the trade deadline, first game he played, didn't play the fourth quarter. Mind you, he had 32 points. So really didn't need to. They only won by 10, but still, he didn't play the whole fourth quarter. Then this last game, I just saw today, he had like, it was like 10 points, 3 rebounds, and they kicked him out. Or, he didn't play. He was off and on. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens with that, because, if that's going to be an effective person on the team, because, yeah, he's a good big, but we ain't in a big, like Shaq, Hakeem Olajuwon, all them boys. We ain't in that league anymore. It's all about the Stephs, and it's all about the Klay Thompsons, Kevin Durant's, Westbrook's, Kyrie's, all the, the flashy point guards scoring threes and from the other side of the 3-point line. So I'm curious to see what happens with that. See who picks him up next year. Let me know, what y'all think. All right, so on to the next topic. We're going to talk about a big thing, not just in the NBA, but in life. Loyalty. So, reason I bring that up, it's going to be a small part, but Harrison Barnes. Now, mind you, he was on the Warriors before the Warriors became the Warriors now. Well, I take that back. He was in the middle before Baron Davis was there when they was the hot, Roughnecks. Then he was there. And then he didn't win a championship, but they was good. And then they kicked him to the Mavs. Now the Mavs kicked him to the Kings. Now, the Mavs kicked him to the Kings mid-game. What? So I'm supposed to just have a jersey swap with myself? With the Kings? I was playing. I had 10 points and 3 rebounds. You telling me I'm traded? What's up with that? That's not, that's a little messed up. You could have waited till after the game. You could have been like, hey guys, we, obviously we're playing the game. We're going to announce this after the game. But, nope. They said, I think it was like third quarter, they were like, oh, Harrison Barnes has been traded. He's like, excuse me? What was that? What traded? To where? I'm playing. To the Kings. Oh. What's going on with that? That's not cool. You would think they'd have a little bit more like, hey, hold on, guys. We're going to announce it after the game. Or they're going to be like, you know what? We're in trade talks with you. For you, you might not. We're not gonna play you this game. You're gonna sit out. You're gonna be on the bench. Might go through it, might not. But we don't want to play you, and you get traded. That could mess up your focus. Much people say, "Oh, they're professional." No, you get told, "Hey, you got traded to the Kings." What do you mean? I'm playing. I got 10 and 4. I just think they could have waited, man. That's garbage. That's piss poor management from upstairs. That's piss poor. Like they could have not told him until after the game. Even if it was announced before the game or mid game, they could have been like, okay, well, don't tell him. Let him wreck shop, and then be like, hey, appreciate you wrecking shop. Now you're going to the Kings, which that would have been messed up too. They'd be like, man, I would have gave you 2 points and goddamn kicking the butt, and I'd have been out of there. But yeah, man, that's garbage. You'll never see that in the NBA. I don't know if it happens in hockey. I never watched a hockey game. But baseball, I don't think it happens in baseball. Imagine, third inning, two up, 1 down. Who's the rag? Oh, hey, since you got that strike, you going to the goddamn Mariners. What? I'm on the Yankees. What's going on? Nope, never happened. But, yeah, that's not cool, man. That's, you would think with everything going on, a little bit more loyalty, a little bit more, common courtesy, professionalism. Like, hey, appreciate everything you did for this organization. Fortunately, it's a business. Traded you to the Sacramento Kings before the game. Not during the game. But, on to the next thing, man. So, my next topic I want to talk about is trades that weren't unnoticed. Knicks, man. They about to do some big things. They try to get everybody out there. So they got rid of Porzingis, the old unicorn. I didn't know he spoke Spanish. Side note, just for people who didn't know, which I don't know where he's from. I think it's in like that Soviet Union, Russia area. But yeah, he spoke Spanish. Even the coach was surprised. Knicks got rid of him. And then they got rid of a few other people. The most expensive player right now is DeAndre Jordan. I think he's on a 1-year contract. But yeah, there's been talks about Kyrie going out there. There's been talks about KD getting out there. And they hot garbage right now. I think they worse than the Cavs. They might get the first pick. You know who the first pick is? Old jump above the backboard Zion from Duke. He out there. You imagine Zion, KD, and Kyrie? You know, we going to every Knicks game. I'm flying out to Madison Square Garden myself. Be out there. Oh, there goes old Rocket in flight. Zion out there. That'd be a crazy, crazy duo. And then they even talked about adding AD. I'm like, AD, Kyrie, KD, and Zion? We're going to have to figure out a name for them, but whew, what is that? Nope, I ain't going to try it right now. But that's going to be wild and crazy kids. That's, whoo-wee. Even if they just get those three, Zion, KD, and Kyrie, whew, that's going to be showtime. That's going to be magnificent. Yep, look it up. That's a magnificent. No, 4-syllable word, baby. But there was a few other ones that were, didn't go notice. Marc Gasol, I didn't know he was even on the market. Number one, traded to Toronto. Toronto gave up everybody. And side note, they gave up that dude. I'm not even gonna pronounce his name. I think his first name's Jonas. They gave up 3 players and a 2024 pick for Marc Gasol. I didn't know you could go out that far. We in 5 years from now, you got a pick. Dang. But dude was like, "Oh, Toronto, I'm back." And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Well, you're back on a different team." Oh, imagine that. "Hey, Toronto, I'm back." "Well, you're not back for this team. You better take off that red. You're gonna be in that baby blue and royal blue. Like this Carolina." Shout out to Papa Q. But yeah, that's crazy. I was pretty surprised about that. I didn't know Marc Gasol. They already talking about retiring his number for Memphis. I'm like, he put a big imprint on the Grizzlies. So yeah, that was one. And then Markelle Fultz. Sorry about that. Fultz went to Magic. Now I feel sorry for that dude. That dude's always hurt. He's they say he was gonna be out for something, his hamstring, or, some type of disease or something. Boy needs some milk. But he went to the Magic, and then they traded him for a few players, like 1 or 2 players. Jonathan Simmons, who used to be on the Spurs, shout out to him, San Antonio, repping, paid $150 for, to get on the squad. And then look at him now, big time with the Sixers. That's another one. 76ers. The Clippers traded Tobias Harris. Now, I don't know too much about Tobias, but I knew he was a big part on the Clippers because I can't name anybody else on that team. Tobias Harris got traded to the Sixers. Now, let me just refresh everybody's memory. Sixers got Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler. Now you add Tobias Harris. That is a deathly squad on the East. And then they just got JJ Redick, old 3-point with a sleeve. Now he got all gangster on us, looking like boy from Maroon 5 without the suite. But yeah, the Sixers about to wreck shop on the East. They got a deathly squad. Woo-wee. It's gonna be Sixers gonna be nice. He might actually do something in the East now. And then, speaking of the East, I saw a quote the other day. It was like, yeah, everybody out there in the East making all these moves, doing all these things. Like, oh yeah, we going to the finals because they ain't got to go through LeBron anymore. That's too funny. I didn't think he said that. That's a little too savage. But I saw multiple places with his name's under the quote. I was like, ooh, you know, LeBron's like, y'all trying to show out because I'm not over there. I see y'all now. You know what? I might see y'all in the finals still. You know, I still got hope. Lakers might make it. They might pull it together. You know, they might get in a few pieces. I hope they get either number one. What's his name? They just got rid of him. What is his name? Well, that's neither here nor there. Markieff Morris, twin, he's available, and then they might need him. They might be a gritty bunch with him. And then what is his name? That's gonna bother me for a little bit. What is his name? So I had to pause because I had to find his name. Sorry about that. But Michael Beasley, they need to get him back because he was a good player. I don't know what's wrong with him, and people like, oh, we gonna get rid of him. He ain't good, but he's a gritty savage. He got pissed off at what's his name, Karl Anthony Towns the other day, and was like, you know what, I'm gonna whoop that parental guidance. And then he got kicked out of the game, and I was like, dang, that's messed up. But I just, that'd be a good pick back up, getting cheap since he got bought up. You don't need that much money now. You already paid. Come on back, Skip. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about the trade deadlines. Is that something that should have happened that didn't happen? I mean, other than Anthony Davis, whatever. You think there's a team that maybe I missed? You think there's a team that should have did something? I think the Lakers should have focused on trying to get Kyrie a little bit more. I think that would be, if you get Kyrie and LeBron back together, the Warriors gonna have a pretty penny to pay for that one, because they gonna imagine paying him 4 times. Who else? You think I'm being ridiculous about the Knicks, thinking that all the stars in line, they gonna get Kyrie, KD, and Zion, the old star rocket in flight. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. Appreciate everybody subscribing. I'm moving on up like the Jeffersons. I got like 23 subscribers. Everybody's checking out my page. Appreciate y'all. Next video I'm going to try to do is All-Star Weekend, man. See what y'all thought about the draft. See what y'all thought about, the picks. Everybody's talking about LeBron's picking up everybody who's going to be available next year. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Hey, look how good we play together in the All-Star game. Let's do it for 82 games, baby. Let's knock that out. I mean, never know. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody. Subscribe, like, share, all the above. As I said, Sports Talk with K Shafe. Y'all have a good evening.